has sandalwood with it, whatever. It smells like a man. Like, literally, man. This is aluminum free, and it apparently goes on to provide a 48-hour protection. But I've been trying to use more natural deodorants, like aluminum free, that kind of thing. And I kind of just picked this one up on a whim, and it's been working really well. I feel like as it's marketed for men, it's a bit stronger, so it actually like works. It's like blue. It's blue. And it smells really good. Like, if I were to have a man in my life, this is what I would want them to smell like. So instead, I just smell like it myself. No one said anything about it, so I guess it's not like too much. But I really like it, and it seems to be working well. And it doesn't bother my armpits. I did notice when I tried other brands, it like my armpits hurt or something. I don't know. So whatever's in this one, I've been really liking, and I don't really care if I smell like a man. Okay, I don't. So that's the first thing. Up next, I've been really loving this moisturizer. This is the CeraVe moisturizing cream for normal to dry skin with ceramides and hyaluronic acid. I don't love that it like comes in a tube. I don't love it, but it works so good because it is non-comedogenic, whatever. So because it is like a thicker cream, sometimes that breaks me out, but I need like a thick cream in the winter. It's a vicious cycle, but this stuff has been working really well. And I did just purchase it on a whim, like I needed moisturizer, so I just like grabbed this one. But I have no regrets, and now I know why this brand is so popular on TikTok. It's like developed with dermatologists and recognized by the Canadian Dermatology Association, so that's a pretty big deal. So I've been really, really liking this. And I use it morning and night, and it's just really nice. And although it is like a cream, like a thick, it's like a thick cream, right? It does sink into the skin fast and like goes over makeup well, so that's good. I like it, and I like rub the excess off on my skin, like on my hands. My face is my skin, and it's very lovely. Up next is another skincare-ish kind of product. I talked about this sponge in my sustainable product video, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I think that it's working really nicely on my skin. I've been using this since Christmas, so like about a month now, and I've noticed a really big improvement on my acne. I think that this is just like the perfect thing for me to wash my face with apart from my hands. I think it really soaps up and like, yeah, it does a good job. And in my other video, you guys were like, that seems rock hard. How do you wash your face with it? Once you add water, it really softens up and it's really squishy. Mine's still like a little wet on the back. It gets very squishy and it like enlarges because it's a sponge. And this is a cognac sponge, and I get them from, why can't I think of the name? Eco something. I'll link it down below. But I really like the sponges. And you can just compost them when you're done using them and get new ones. So I think this is definitely something I'm gonna continue with. And it also just sounds really good when you tap it. It's beautiful. it's good mascara. I think it's more of just the fact that I don't care about mascara. I just like use it. It's just a product to me that I have to get through. But this one is nice, and it's drugstore, so that's always a bonus. You guys have been commenting on my eyebrows and like wondering if I've used a different product or whatever. So my e.l.f. brow gel is my favorite, and it's cheap and it's super good, but I still have some Benefit Give Me Brow. All the label has like, it's also really bright, but all the label has like worn off, but this is Benefit Give Me Brow, and I'm just trying to use up older products I have before they expire, and so that I don't just like get rid of them half used. So I've been using this a lot, just to use it up, and I think that's why you guys have noticed like a slight difference in my brow, because it does give a different effect sometimes, well, most of the time, and the shade is like lighter than the e.l.f. one that I have, and I use the shade 3. You can't really see it, but that is the shade that I use. So yeah, if you're wondering, that's what my brows have been like, why they've been a little different looking lately. But I think the e.l.f. one works good, and it's a good price, and so yeah, that's why I've been using, like, I've just been using it up kind of deal. But yeah, I just thought that maybe I owed you an explanation. So that's it. It's just been Benefit Give Me Brow instead of my e.l.f. Fiber Brow Gel. Yeah. Okay, moving on. I've been using this concealer quite a lot lately. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. When I first got it, I was kind of like, it's okay, but I don't love it, and it kind of made me oily when I didn't want to be. But I've been using it again recently, and it's been working really well because my under eyes have been very dry from the winter, and I think that I've like improved on my skincare as well, so my skin is more hydrated. So this just helps, and it like looks really good, and it's super pretty, and it works well. I have this shade Cream Puff, which is slightly too like a little dark for me right now. I need like a teeny bit of a lighter shade, but I just add in a little lighter shade, and then it works really well. And I'm glad that I gave this a second chance, because this is like a $50 concealer. I mean, there's a lot of concealer in it, but it's like $50, and I'm not the kind of person to return my makeup to Sephora. I know they'll take it, but I'm like, I feel bad, and I know that it's gonna like probably get destroyed, and I'll eventually find a use for it. So I'm glad that I tried it again recently, and that it works better than I originally thought. So I'm very pleased about this, that I'm not gonna waste it, and I've been using it basically every day. This and the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer I've been mixing just for that extra high hydration, because does this have hyaluronic acid in it as well? No, I don't think so. But the Pretty Fresh one does. Okay, moving on. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trio. I used to have one of these. I don't remember the shade, but it was like orange and pink. Anyways, this is in the shade Berry Adore, and my boss gave this to me because she's moving, and she's like decluttering things, and she bought it on my recommendation, but it's just like way too dark for her, because those are the shades, and she's paler than I am, so she gave it to me to use up, and I've just been really loving this orangier shade here, and it's called Dessert. The pinky one in the middle is called Exotic, and this one over here is Velvet. I haven't used Exotic and Velvet yet. They're a little dark for me now. Maybe in the summer, maybe, but I can probably use them as eyeshadow or something along the way. But yeah, so she gave this to me, and I've been loving the one blush in Dessert. I think it's Dessert, or is it Desert? I think it's actually Desert. Dessert has 2 S's. Yeah, sorry, it's in the shade Desert. I guess that would make sense because it's like an orange. Yeah, it's Desert. Anyway, I've been wearing it a lot. I'm actually not wearing it today, which is weird, but it's very pretty. this shade.